Hello to everyone. A blessed and grace-filled Good Friday to everyone out there. I hope that today you are able to reflect on the love that our Lord had for us and the crucifixion and death that he suffered for our sakes. And I thought today for my reflection on this Good Friday that I might just borrow from one of the stations, and in particular reflection upon the stations by one of my favorite saints, right here. My homeboy, St. Josemaria Escriva, who is one of my personal favorite saints, but he composed his own reflections upon the different stations of the cross. And I thought I would maybe share one thought that just kind of struck me earlier this week whenever I prayed the stations. So I'll just read this. This is from the fifth station, which is Simon of Cyrene helping Jesus to carry the cross. And this part of speaking. In the whole context of the passion, the help that Simon offers does not add up to very much. But for Jesus, a smile, a word, a gesture, a little bit of love is enough for him to pour out his grace bountifully on the soul of his friend. Years later, Simon's sons, Christians by then, we know and held in high esteem among their brothers in the faith. And it all started with this unexpected meeting with the cross. And the reason why I love that is because the unexpected meeting with the cross. Sometimes, I think to myself, I'm going to suffer well. I'm going to embrace this penance, that penance, and just really take it really seriously. And that's a good thing to do. But at the same time, if I get the minor inconveniences of life, being made late by the train, that can be extremely frustrating. Now, that may not happen as often since we have a stay-at-home order, but still, that unexpected meeting at the cross, I'm sure most of us did not expect to be without the Eucharist for this long for many of you out there. You did not expect that Easter would come and go without you being able to receive our Lord in the Eucharist, without you being able to be present at Easter Mass, at any of the, the Holy Thursday liturgy, the Good Friday liturgy, any of that. I'm sure you did not look for that. None of us asked for that. Just as I'm sure none of us asked that those around us who may be getting the coronavirus, who may be suffering from it, and who may even suffer and die from it, we didn't look for that cross. We didn't want somebody to have to carry that cross. We may be experiencing economic hardship. We may be falling on hard times, struggling to make ends meet. It's an unexpected meeting with the cross. But something that I think St. Josemaria points out, and what our Lord teaches us in his own example, is even if we aren't looking for the cross, crosses are going to come. And ultimately, what we do with those crosses is up to us. Ultimately, it is for us to embrace what has been given to us. As the Lord embraced his cross, it was not his to bear, it was not his sin to bear, but yet he bore it for our sakes. And so perhaps in this time of great difficulty, this time of trial, this time of suffering, straight up suffering, we can embrace the crosses that the Lord has put into our life as opportunities to show that small smile, that act of kindness that Josemaria talks about. That act of kindness that we can show to our Lord by embraces the crosses that have been given to us in this time, and to ultimately use them for the salvation of the entire world.